This morning, the British ambassador in Berlin handed the German government a final note stating that unless we heard from them by 11 o'clock, that they were prepared at once to withdraw their troops from Poland, a state of war would exist between us. I have to tell you now that no such undertaking has been received, and that consequently this country is at war with Germany.
Hello, hello, hello. How's it going, everybody? How's it going, everybody? Making sure I don't have an echo going here. I think we're in good shape. How's everybody doing? Nice stash, thank you. I raised this stash from a small stash tadpole. Just chilling. That's good. That's good. We're gonna see some interesting stuff here. I don't know exactly what we're gonna get into. It says it's gonna begin shortly. So hopefully we get to see some good stuff here today. What I think is going to be on here, I don't think we're going to see anything Battlefield related, but at the same point, it is a possibility. I don't know. EA better wow us this year. GJ, I don't know that that's actually going to happen. Yeah, Austin.
Hello?
Oh, and joining me today is Moonlight Wolf. So she is over on Mixer, and we thought we would react to this together. Moonlight is somebody who I have bumped into at Battlefield events, so we're going to be hanging out and talking about what we see.
Bumped into? I'm offended. This is my good friend Flak. No, seriously. No, I met him in the Battlefield Game Changers community, and he's amazing. So I'm really happy I get to introduce you guys to Flak. And I will need my mods to shout him out. He is going to be streaming on YouTube. He actually tweeted out earlier. I retweeted his tweet. So if you just wanna copy and paste, make things easy from that tweet, mods. You got 17 seconds. Are you ready? Wait. Are you there?
I'm here, yes.
Oh, okay. Are you streaming from the YouTube channel or the website?
I'm streaming on the YouTube from my Xbox. And I may have to figure something out here, because it is blaring in my ears really, really loud.
Okay, well, I just realized that the website actually does not have the live stream, so let's hurry up and rush over to it. Where's the stream? Oh, here. Is this it? Oh, here it is.
Let's see if I can figure this out here.
I found it. Oh my god, you're right, it is blaring. Okay, hold on. We need to go to a different location to watch this, because I don't have volume control on the actual one. So it's just like you type in EA Play Live, and then you'll get the live. Okay, I see it. Okay. That's weird. There's no audio on their YouTube.
Yeah, on the app there, that's difficult.
Give me 1 second, because I thought I could stream it from the website itself, and it's not working. So, oh, it's gonna be a little broken looking. Last minute adjustments. Fix this problem.
Discord's always gonna make things difficult, right?
Oh my god, I'm clicking on the wrong things, y'all. Oh, so you're streaming from YouTube?
I am streaming it from YouTube, yes. I'm trying to do it through Xbox, but if I do it that way... Let me figure this out for a second.
What's up? Hurry up, Flak. Hi, everybody.
Alright, well, we are going to see something here.
You gonna see Andrew on screen?
Hello and welcome everyone to EA Play 2020. We're happy that you're joining us today. Over the next 45 minutes or so, we've got so much for you,
right off the
including
bat.
creative, innovative, and really...
I can figure some other things out here.
Thank you to first responders, medical staff, and essential personnel. This has certainly been challenging.
Can you blink for me, Andrew?
He has a tendency to do that, doesn't he? Alright, I gotta tweak a thing here.
Today we're here because of the power of games. Games bring us together. They can make our lives better. They can teach us. They can provide escape and self-expression. And most of all, games can be fun.
We're gonna have an echo from
All of
that.
us at Electronic Arts believe in that.
That's
why we're
frustrating.
excited to make experiences for all of you.
Oh, just figuring things out here.
I was having some tech issues in the beginning myself.
No sound
It's
at all.
faster than 60 frames. Is that just me? You seeing this?
Stage, I was going to set off a bunch of fireworks, then what t-shirt came and bam, shooting out game consoles, then Carol Baskin, some tigers. That last part was all me. Then, because of circumstances beyond our control, we had to come up with something a little different. Instead of LA, I'm in my hometown of San Francisco, but we still have the
I give him so many cameras to keep looking towards. Poor guy.
no tigers. See a lot. All right, I'm being told there are no tigers, but whatever.
Star Wars.
Love. Huge surprises, big
All right, we're gonna have
announcements,
to go with it
incredible
that way.
reveals, and never before seen gameplay. Coming up over the next hour, we've got game reveals galore, world premiere trailers of new titles, some old favorites making a comeback, a look at
Yeah,
a new
finally,
way
right.
Star Wars fans can live out their greatest fantasies this year,
Got
plus a
that
sneak
chat. Write
peek
down
at
the
the future.
letters.
Oh, and pay close attention because today you could win one of thousands of Steam codes for more
Hey,
than
we
a
can win
dozen
Steam
great EA
codes
games
today.
on Steam. Throughout the
Yeah, I
show,
want-
keep an eye out for a discreetly placed golden letter.
Oh!
The
It
show
makes us
will tell
first.
you where you can enter that secret code for a chance to win free games on Steam. So don't go anywhere. Who am I kidding? None of us can leave our houses. But enough talking. Let's see some games.
he had to
Up
rub
first,
that in
we're
there.
headed to the Outlands. That's right. It's Apex Legends time.
All right, Apex. See what Apex has going on.
Anyone want to take me out?
You should smile more.
Ouch.
Dead game. Said
Hey
who?
Apex fans, the battle just keeps getting bigger. Thanks to you, Apex Legends is coming off its most successful, most epic season yet, and we're just getting started. Season 4 saw more of you jumping into the fight than ever before, and you've kept that amazing momentum going forward, making Season 5 the biggest and best start to a
I'm not gonna
season
miss
ever.
Skulltown.
Took out an enemy.
Alright, do nothing.
Hold on to your holograms.
We hope you've been enjoying Season 5, Fortune's Favor, which has seen the introduction of our latest legend, Loba, a major map change to Kings Canyon, rest in peace, Skulltown, an all-new ranked series,
Oh my God, I
and a
love
ton
that
of quality
skin.
of life updates. But it's about to get even better. Today, I'm here to tell you about what's coming next to Season 5 with our latest collection event, Lost Treasures. Take a look.
Lost treasures.
I might bury you here. No one will ever know. You'll just be gone.
Oh my.
Adventurers, raiders,
Oh no, I don't like his mustache.
explorers. They risk everything in
I don't
search
like
of
it.
fame,
Whose
fortune,
mustache? Mine?
and answers.
No, yours is
To
fantastic.
find what they're
But,
looking for.
yeah.
But if they survive, they might walk away with
Oh my God,
lost
Bangalore getting
treasures.
wrecked again in a video. Oh man,
I'll high-five you all when I see you.
cute.
Mobile respawn.
Ooh.
My sinuses are firing again. Check yourself or wreck yourself.
Thanks. I owe you one.
That mustache.
Guns? Who needs guns? I
I
don't
love
need
that he
guns.
has his own face.
I know what
Me
I'm
too.
looking for.
Wait, are you behind me?
Yeah, I'm
I
slightly
won't
behind
walk
you.
away without it. 너를 찾을 거야.
Because I comment on the. Ooh, that's a really
Get us to where we're supposed to be. here.
Dangerous, evolved.
Walk
It's the
away from
return
the
of a
robot.
fan favorite, snipers and shotties only, but with a twist.
Sending out my decoy.
All armor is Evo armor, and we're removing all of the respawn beacons across the entire map. Don't worry though, you'll still be able to bring back your teammates
a
with the
little
help of a new item, the mobile respawn beacon.
And then as soon as I say that,
You'll have one of these in your inventory at the
talk about
start of each
mobile
match,
respawn
giving you the
beacons.
power to choose
Yeah.
when, and more importantly, where you bring your teammates back into the battle.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Ooh.
Lost Treasures also introduces a new town takeover, Crypto's Map Room,
Don't show me
which
that
gives
mustache
players
again.
a
I'm gonna be
closer
upset.
look at what motivates this
Respawn.
drone-wielding hacker. And of course, the Lost Treasures collection delivers a bunch of exclusive content you can earn by completing challenges, as well as all new event-exclusive cosmetic items, and the introduction of your boy Mirage's heirloom, which is
Ya
fittingly
boy.
a trophy of himself.
Excited
Do you like
to see you all in the
Mirage,
ring. Don't worry.
I like
there's
that it's
plenty
a
of
pull
memes
string.
to go around.
And the best part is you don't have to wait that long.
I hope
Lost
there's an
Treasures
Easter egg where
drops
you
on
pull it
Tuesday,
and he
June
just goes,
23rd.
there's a snake
And that's
in
not
my
all,
boot."
Apex fans. The battle is expanding.
That'd be cute.
That's right. This fall, we're bringing Apex Legends to Steam. And I know you're hoping, wondering, praying. So before you ask, yeah,
Ooh.
crossplay is coming to Apex this fall.
Oh, that's
It's been one of the biggest requests we
Crossplay
get,
for
and we're
Apex.
thrilled to finally deliver it to our fans. What am I forgetting?
so
Oh
excited.
yeah, one last thing. Let's make it official.
Oh
We're
wow,
huge
is that going to
fans
be on
of
there
Nintendo
too?
here at Respawn, and we are incredibly excited to be bringing Apex Legends to the Switch this
I did
fall.
not.
And we'll share
expect
more
the
details
Switch.
in the months ahead.
Is it crossplay
So
with
that means
Switch?
you'll be able to squad up no matter where
Oh,
you and your friends
wow.
prefer to play. Xbox, PlayStation, Switch,
Wow, go
or on the
Apex.
PC via Origin and Steam. We're throwing out a lifeline and healing the divide between the platforms. On
Okay.
behalf of the
Had to
entire
throw a
Apex
pun
team,
in
we
there.
want to thank our incredible community. Your passion for the game is truly inspiring. We
Dusty,
look
you're
forward
good.
to
No,
seeing
they
you
did
all
not
in the
talk
arena.
about
And don't
Battlefield 6
forget,
yet.
check out
I
Lost
don't think we're
Treasures
gonna
on
see
June
it.
23rd.
Well done, Respawn.
Oh man,
That's
that
what's
was
up.
amazing. I think I'm hyperbolic. I think I'm Hyperman.
Aw.
I've had a really good time here.
Okay, powerful start. Powerful start. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, good stuff.
Soul, everyone.
One thing I admire about Apex Legends is its commitment to having such a diverse range of characters.
Who looks
At
so
The
dead
Sims, we've
inside?
always believed representation and diversity
I
in
look
games
dead
is
inside.
critically important.
Try not to yell too
Perhaps
much.
now more
Right?
than
You have
ever.
to keep in mind I have a
It's
2-year-old in
difficult
my
to
house.
put into words just how meaningful it
You need
can
to know
be
about
to
Apex
see
Legends,
yourself
though.
reflected in the games you play. So, here to tell you in
In
their own
Sims.
words are a few members of our Sims community.
It's a very interesting thing to explain.
Yeah, all I gotta say, you guys are talking about, oh, The Sims.
Actually, and very moving.
Don't act like
it
you
really
never
taught
played
me
The
a
Sims
lot.
before.
The importance of just like keeping
Alright,
relationships
it's like your dirty little
good
secret
with
game
people.
that
It's
people
probably like
play,
the
but
only
they
place
won't
where
tell
I
anyone
was
they do it.
open.
They get to see my personality
There's a lot of
first
things you can do in Sims
before seeing
It's not just
my
about taking care of a
disability, I guess
household,
you
you know?
could say.
Stop,
I
Daniel.
found myself to be the only black child in my school. I was discriminated, I was bullied. My skin tone, my height, and my...
I've seen this video before.
First
They had it like a
realized
year
I was
back.
trans, and I
And
was
it's
like
relevant right
praying
now.
to God to
Go
undo
figure.
it. I have this world where I can express myself and be myself.
Where I come from, who I am, the color of my skin, you know, who I'm attracted to, let any of that get in the way. It was no barriers.
The Sims
No matter
Battle
where
Royale?
I was or
That
what
would
I
be a
was
twist.
going through, I had my
Sims
safe
Battle
place. This is plausible. This is a future you can have.
It was almost like I was
Thank you.
peeking into the future, and I didn't know it at the time, but it gave me hope.
It gave me a sense of hope that I could build a life that looked like that.
The Sims is almost like a utopia of what I hope our world eventually becomes.
As I got more comfortable with my
You guys
character
are like,
in the game, I got more
Stop,
comfortable
BA.
with
Dude,
myself.
it's The Sims. The
I
literal
play to build
purpose
me.
of it is for you to be able to do
I
whatever it
play
is you want to do.
express myself. I play
So
to make a
cute turning into
difference.
The Sims.
I play to feel good about myself.
I play
This
to
would be
have
hilarious.
fun.
Some people are
To have
sleeping on
me
that
time.
game.
Fuel my creativity.
It's more than just a game. It's creating your life.
I'm having trouble deciding the volume level for this event. I feel like I have it really loud, but I don't know. Am I
As you
yelling
just
in
saw,
your-
there
on
are
your end?
so many reasons why I am proud to be
But
part
is
of
it
the
in ray
Sims global
tracing?
community.
Yes, you need to be able to see the
We want the
face of your
Sims to be a place
character
of unity and hope.
reflect off of
A place
the
where you
little
can be
green
your
diamond
authentic
above their
self
head.
and build your vision
Like a
for our
built-in
shared
mirror.
world. A place to imagine what's possible. To our Simmers, thank you for everything you've done to make your communities, virtual and real, a better place. Now, I know some of you tuned in hoping for some Sims news, and we'll have plenty to share as the summer goes on, but we do have one announcement for you.
No Sims.
We'll be
news?
welcoming players on a whole new platform as The Sims 4 arrives on Steam today. Take a look.
Oh, nice.
All these EA games coming to Steam.
All I can tell you about Sims is that the last time I played it was probably like Sims 2, and my toaster caught fire and I tried to put it out and I died. And then after that I decided I was done.
But the fun part of Sims is actually killing them too. So
The fun part of Sims was actually killing them?
I mean,
This is dark. I didn't know that.
Well,
Just like the
Some
person
very
with
creative ways of
a person with a
killing.
magnifying glass and a magnifying glass and the ant over here.
yeah, but they're not real life. You know, like they're not really living
The
lives.
plot twist, what if they become real?
Oh my god,
Then how would you feel?
different. Okay, I'm not one of the people that's going around murdering their Sims all kinds of unique ways. I'm just saying there's a market there, and the developers know it, and they have a lot of unique ways to die in Sims because of it.
Yeah.
Congrats on going to Steam, Sims. Steam just means like more players. In
Hey
general.
everyone, Alex here from the social team, and joining me today from our community team is
Oh.
Freeman.
She looks
Hey
so
folks,
Freeman.
yes, we're here to tell you that it's
Freeman.
not just The Sims 4 arriving on Steam today.
Oh wait, it sounds like you caught
5
up with
more
me.
great EA games.
Yes, I
including
did.
How'd you do that?
Titanfall 2, A Way Out,
Magic?
and Dead Space
Magic,
3
yes.
are all playable right this second.
And when EA Access arrives on Steam this fall,
Go back to
you can get
Freeman.
all those great titles and a ton more
I
with
love
your
Alex.
membership.
You can also expect
Freeman.
to see our new releases on Steam too. One of the first arrived
See
just
you
a
switch in
short
the
while
background.
ago with full mod support via Steamworks.
The critics love it, and we know you will too. This is Command & Conquer Remastered.
Dude, that's totally a leak though. Freeman on his desktop, he had Battlefield 4 back there.
Yep.
He had Battlefield 4 back there. It's modern, people. Confirm. It's modern.
It's modern.
BF6 modern. This game here had like the world's best soundtrack, by the way.
I'm jamming right now.
And it had Tim Curry in the original.
Okay, we got the guitars.
Welcome back, Commander.
I'm actually really curious about that because I love the original
Steam
Command &
isn't
Conquer.
the only platform
Look at the
getting some
background.
love. We'll be bringing games to more platforms than ever.
You can expect 7 new games
Such a bad
coming to
fan.
Switch in the next 12 months, including Burnout Paradise
Is that a
coming
Bob's
tomorrow
Burger
and
fan
Apex
picture in
Legends
the
later
background?
this year.
I love that.
And we're bringing
Yeah,
cross
Bob is the next character coming to Apex
Need for
Legends.
Speed Heat, and continuing with some new titles being
That's the hit
revealed
right there.
later in the show.
It's all
Free
about
cosplay for
giving you the
Titanfall,
freedom to play what you want, where you want, and with who
Yikes.
you want.
That's all I
It's
gotta say
about
now.
playing together.
Absolutely.
that keyboard he has on
Now,
his desk.
let's reveal some more games. Over to you, Greg.
More game reveals.
Quick reminder to keep an eye out for those special golden letters hidden throughout the show. They could appear anywhere. And
You're going
I
like
mean
Willy Wonka on us?
anywhere.
What is this?
So keep your eyes open.
Letters
Write the
E
letter
and A
down
so
as
far.
they appear,
You guys
and
got
once
it?
you've got the
Write it
full
down?
code, you'll be able to enter for a
Bubba.
chance to win one of more than a dozen great
Probably
games on
was
Steam.
more. Actually, I
So
wasn't
stay
paying
tuned
attention. I
and
forgot to
find
pay
out where to
attention
enter
to
the code at the end of the show. Now, if you
Really
follow my
smart
content at all, then you know there's nothing I love more than buffalo wings and discovering inventive new games. Well, I don't have any buffalo wings, but I do have something just as tasty. Over the past couple of years, EA has partnered with the amazing studios like Haze Light and Zoink to give us such creative titles as A Way Out and Faye. Here to explain how they do it are a few of the talented developers working on the next wave of EA originals.
Some of these are pretty good. EA originals.
And they've got some talented artists that they
Mhm.
Sometimes you just have
Game
this great
developers.
idea of a game, but it can be really hard to do it on your own.
Yes, Rodrigo. Little known
We
fact.
wanted space for our studio's creativity to flow free, so that we could try unconventional approaches to solving new ideas. There are times where you've got to like break past your own sort of
The
mental
animation's
blocks.
cute. What's the game?
Even if that meant building a whole new kind of game
Man,
engine.
I want an animated version of myself.
to do the game we want to do. Nothing, and I mean nothing, comes into the game if it doesn't follow the vision.
We can really push our ideas further and bigger than we first imagined.
This is cute though. I don't want animation
Let's find that
instead of using
magic.
your actual self. Ooh.
Oh, you remember Yarny? Yarny was good. Unraveled. Alright, I can tweak the audio just a little bit.
And now for a deeper dive into what these developers are working on, we turn our spotlight on
I realize
3
their mix
studios.
is a little off.
Up first
Like
is
when they start
Haze
showing
Light,
trailers,
and their
it's like twice the
mild-mannered,
volume of the people.
quiet
Yeah.
leader,
Like,
Joseph
just tuning
Ferris.
myself. World premiere. We didn't have a voice for it, so there you go.
And their animation budget ran out, so now they gotta do real life.
Animation budget.
There are like passionate people that are crazy.
I remember her. He's one that said F the Grammys, right? Or Oscars.
Yeah, I think A Way Out was one of those EA originals. It was really well received.
Oh, there it is.
No apologies there. Yeah, I know I'm cocky. I can't help it, man.
Oh my gosh.
I was born in Beirut, 1977. I lived there 10 years. There was civil war, and there was a lot of bad stuff happening there.
Who's got a
We
movie
tried
coming
to move
out?
5 times to Sweden. The 5th time they let us in. And that's lucky for Sweden, because I've given Sweden a lot, you know. My third movie is Zozo. It's basically about my life when I
Oh, it
came
is
to
a movie.
Sweden
He's
when I
got a
was young.
movie.
I've done 5 feature movies, and now I've done 3 games. And it's way hard to make a game. It's almost like the audience have control of the pacing of the story, while in movies it's being paced for you.
True.
In video games, there's so much to be explored from a storytelling perspective because of the interactivity. There are some studios out there that are making games that have good stories, but they pretty much have one mechanic they reuse all the time. The designers and the story writers are kind of like doing 2 different games.
I like the way he's describing this.
Founded Haze Light to keep pushing the boundaries of what is possible in games. That's what game number 3 from Haze Light is
He's really
all
articulate
about.
with it.
Mm. You see, every time I play a game, I just see so many opportunities that are just missed for building story into it and really drawing the person playing it in.
Cody, May, that's the parents, and then Rose, the little daughter. So Cody
Yeah,
and May are
another
about to
duo,
separate. Rose doesn't want
game
to be
coming out.
divorced, so she creates 2 dolls out of wood and clay, and these dolls magically come alive, and you actually control both Cody and May, and you could say you're almost controlling their emotions. You're almost playing their emotions. There's even levels where we're actually making a mechanic for their emotions. So again, marrying the story and the mechanics.
Like that
And I
Peach
think
game, right?
For the players,
You ever played that
that's
Peach
gonna
game,
feel
Flak, you know
very
what I'm talking
new,
about?
different,
No, I
and
don't.
unique.
Use
They
her
haven't
emotions
played
to fight
anything like this
people.
before. It takes 2.
Is apathy an emotion? Because then I would win.
Doesn't really have an ending. It has an ending,
It was
but
not,
that
no.
ending is that the roller coaster crashes and you fly into the sky and get up into space. And when you're in space, you're like, "What the f am I doing up here?" And then maybe you get back to Earth again. That's the best way to describe it. It Takes Two, actually.
It's an interesting concept.
Yeah. Oh, it's not coming out this year.
Wow, that was the best way to describe it. All right.
I like how
Dorothy,
he's
we love you
acting
so much.
surprised
Thank
when
you.
this
Keep
is
it
all
up over there with
pre-recorded.
the Oscars. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep
We're
this
on you.
originals train
Eric?
rolling,
What's
and
his
let's
name?
stay in Sweden. Of course, I'm a fan of both their delicious
His name
red
I
gummy
forgot.
fish and their video games. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Klaus and Olaf from Zoink Games.
I was hoping it was dice and we were going to hear something.
Thanks, Greg. Welcome to Gothenburg and, well, my home. Unfortunately,
We're still doing
I
indie
didn't
games
bring
right
you
now.
any Swedish fish, but we do have some exciting news for you about our latest game. At
True
Zoink,
that.
we've always been driven by love of rich visual storytelling and creating strange
Tim
worlds that
Burton
people can escape to.
This art is
The weirder, the
terrifying.
better, and I think my friend Olaf would agree.
Yeah, absolutely. And for our next game, though, we
Look at his
wanted to try
majestic
something
hair.
a little darker,
Yeah.
something out of a gothic fairy tale. What started with a mood and some paintings grew into this eerie, strange world that feels like something out of a
They had us in the first
beautiful,
half, not gonna
twisted
lie.
dream. And that's the world of
Battlefield? What? No.
Lost and Random is the story of Even, a little girl with a big heart and an even bigger temper. After a horrible event that changes her life, she embarks on a dangerous journey through the world around her. But fortunately, she's not alone. Just like I have Olaf, Even also has a crazy little weird friend thing with her.
Quality's changing.
Along her
Sorry, my
journey,
internet's
Even discovers Dicey, a
lacking on
playful,
us,
loyal,
chat.
almost puppy-like dice companion
audio-
that
I mean,
gives her
the
the power to
video
really
looks bad.
change things in the kingdom of random.
Okay. Okay, I can see Kingdom of Random and you got a dice.
Fear.
Alright.
And the dark force controls every aspect of life, from where you live
Probably
to how
fell
you
behind.
act
I was
or
trying to change
what
the
your
quality
favorite
of my
color
video.
is. It's a
garbage right
coming-of-age story set against the backdrop of a mysterious world, but it holds a modern message that's really relevant to our world right now.
I think we can all relate to the desire to try and control the chaos
This
around
game's not
us.
close to ready yet. They're not showing
Someone
us
said,
gameplay.
someone said, he said dice.
The opposite. Embrace the
There,
moment.
there is a dice in
Create
this. It's
seeds
just
in
not
life,
the one you
and you'll be
expected.
surprised how far it takes you.
Imagine if you could change the course of life with the roll of a dice. What would you do? Play it safe or trust in yourself and take a chance? We can't wait for you to play and find out.
I want to see
We're
stuff.
still a long ways from launch, but we hope you will join Even and Dicey on their journey next year. Until then, please enjoy this first look at Lost and Random.
Alright, let's see it.
Welcome to
See it.
Random.
World premiere. There you go, chat.
World premiere.
Oh, fair. Yours is better than mine.
Bends with the roll of
Is that a D12 up there? What is that?
a dice that has ruled this kingdom for generations.
That's a very like Nightmare Before Christmas kind of feel to it.
What if I told you there is another dice with the power to change everything?
dice.
Now, my friend, it's your turn to roll,
Anti-dice.
to play the odds and break the curse of random.
There's some chess pieces in there.
You can't have the sweet without the sour.
Wow, the art in this game, like.
No, Dicey. They should be scared of us, right?
That's interesting. Looks like a mobile game. No, it doesn't look like a
Really
mobile
cool.
game.
That's a look at Lost in Random in man. Embracing randomness. I
It
feel
looks
I
like
live that
it's
every day
stop
of my life.
motion, which is a really interesting art style to use for a video
Dice is
game.
my spirit animal. The game's out next year.
It's one of those really
Something
artsy,
that's
creative
blasting off
type
a whole lot
games.
sooner. Take it away, Kevin
I like
Franklin.
All right, what's Kevin Franklin got for us?
At Final Strike Games, our team of experienced industry veterans have worked on incredible.
Oh, we know a
multiplayer
little bit about
franchises.
this.
We are passionately focused on making great multiplayer games. That's why I am incredibly excited to announce that we have partnered with the talented team at EA to release our first ever title, Rocket Arena. As you'll see, we stay loyal to the name of the game. It's
Rocket
a
Arena,
rockets-only
remember that.
shooter
Remember the
that
name.
allows players to
Mustache
get into
is
the action
insane.
quickly and
Yes,
stay in
it
the
is.
fight.
Thank you.
We wanted Rocket Arena to be an awesome, competitive experience to play with friends. I think you're going to love what we've got in store for you. Here is the all-new trailer of Rocket Arena.
Rocket Arena is good.
Enjoy.
I love that they choose their own backgrounds for these things. He's like, I want bikes behind me. I want my bikes.
If you guys stick around after the EA Play presentation, both myself and Moonlight Wolf, who's the other person participating on this here, on this stream, will have a little bit of video that that we can show you.
Sure, we've got the beautiful beaches.
Got a little something to show you after the presentation.
Because we did get to play this, and it's actually pretty fun.
It's a lot of fun.
The people are courteous and friendly. And always happy.
You Overwatch? It's not really like Overwatch.
No.
But the real reason life is so good? We've got rockets.
Let's hit the trail.
You play this game with me, football? It's not a BR, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's not a BR.
3v3.
Talk about razzle dazzle.
Knockout game.
Never turn your back on the water.
Hero shooter.
I got speed to spare.
I think that one. Rev was my favorite character.
You said Rev was your favorite?
Yeah, you get a lot of movement. You can slap people in the face with a hoverboard, so.
Slap people in the face? I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was a special ability.
Oh.
So as you just saw, rockets are obviously awesome to
coming on
blast all over
everything
the
in the world.
place. But in order to come out on top, there's a lot to master. You'll have a range of rocket-powered abilities to blast opponents out of the arena, and an arsenal of evasive moves. Rocket jump, rocket climb, and dodge to avoid getting knocked out
Gameplay.
yourself. Don't worry though, you're never out of the action for long. Even when you're out, you'll fly right back into the fray.
Yeah, there's no respawn screen for this, so you just like get booted out and then you fly back in, so you're right into it. It's pretty
Each
fun.
of the 10 heroes available at launch have their own rocket-powered abilities. And as you play, you'll discover items that allow you to further refine
Oh
each
yeah,
of your
and
heroes'
I can hear the music. Jack Wall
every character has
did the
100
music
levels
for
of
this
progression
game.
that
So he's the
unlock
same
new
guy who did a
cosmetics
lot
and
of
rewards.
the Mass Effect music.
All that and much more when Rocket Arena arrives on July 14th. And there's plenty more content to come in our first season, which begins just 2 weeks after launch on July 28th, and brings with it a blast pass and a ton of free content, including new maps, in-game events, and a new playable character. Rocket Arena is a game meant to be played with friends, regardless of platform. That's why we're thrilled to announce cross-play support right from the start.
That was pretty awesome. That was an exciting
So
thing
grab
to
your
hear from them.
friends, regardless of their platform, and get ready to blast off with Rocket Arena on July 14th on
I
PlayStation,
know, I said regardless of your
Xbox,
platform.
Origin, and Steam.
Huh?
And we'll be sharing more gameplay right after the show
That's smart.
with the help of some great content creators. So check us out on YouTube at the link below. See you in the arena.
There are a few game modes with
That looks great. And hopefully you've all been keeping track of the golden
with
letters hidden throughout the
Rocket
show
Arena.
and
And one of them, I forget if it's called Rocket Ball or what it's called, but where you have to get the ball in a goal. And that game mode was awesome. That game mode was fun.
Some great games on Steam. Now, from the future of Rocket Warfare, we head to a different kind of battle. It's the real reason I didn't get any sleep last night. And if you thought
What's wrong with him as a host?
That's because it might as well be Christmas in June. It's finally time to talk Star Wars Squadrons. Now, okay.
Wait,
I promise you, we are going to get a first look at some brand new.
But did you see the moonwalking bear? That's the big question.
For anyone who doesn't fully grasp why I'm so excited, earlier this week, EA and Lucasfilm dropped a trailer that literally gave me all the feels.
Oh, I want to see more about this. We got Star Wars coming up.
Take a look.
You're a Star Wars fan, Flak?
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
I want to see like gameplay from this though.
Let's see if they're stingy on the gameplay or not.
I'm the perfect shot.
I just know that when I get this, I'm just gonna be cannon fodder. Like I will just, my call sign will be like Porkins, and we'll just go from there.
One squadron.
The galaxy's finest.
Right? Yeah, it's got VR support in it. Can you imagine just looking around and just seeing everything? Oh my god, that would be so cool.
Wait, this is VR support?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, I think they said on PlayStation and PlayStation VR and PC.
Wow. The 8-year-old and all of us is celebrating and excited. The 37-year-old man on this couch is excited. Ladies and gentlemen, for the second year in a row, I have the honor and privilege of helping introduce a new Star Wars title.
Ooh.
And here,
Ooh.
to put the hype in hyperdrive, is none other than Motive's creative director, Ian Frazier. Hello, Ian.
Hey, Greg. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing good. Happy to actually get to show this to people.
I bet.
love the
now,
delay
in my copious notes I have on you, I'm told you are quite the Star Wars fan and have been a long time. How long have you liked Star Wars?
I've been a Star Wars fan for pretty much my whole life. I don't even remember the first time
I feel like that's kind of a really loaded question. It was like, when did you become a Star Wars fan? And the answer is always, when I saw it for the first time.
So, you know, I played
like,
all the flight games in the 90s, and I got pretty obsessive
since
about
I was a kid, like, yeah, because it was the first time you watched it.
And stuff.
Yeah,
and actually, I
it
dug
was
up
a little
some of those
delayed,
drawings from
honestly.
my
It took me a
parents'
couple
attic
years.
over the holidays.
We're showing them right now to the world. This
About a decade went by, and then I decided that I hated sand just as much as Anakin. So that's when I truly became a Star Wars fan.
Level of Star Wars fandom. When we started this project, I talked to a lot of people as they joined the team, and a lot of them had similar kinds of stories of things they'd done as kids. One of them even built a functional cockpit in his garage.
Wow, that's fandom on another level. How do you guys go from being a fan, drawing
Probably poorly. I can't imagine it would be very protective against the vacuum of space.
Well, I think that fandom, just love of Star Wars, has provided a really good foundation for us. But on top of that, of course, the team at Motive got a lot of experience working with Star Wars when they worked
I
on
just imagine, like, what do you mean cardboard won't protect me from the heat of re-entering the Earth's atmosphere?
That were really into particularly the pilot experience within Star Wars.
Kids gonna learn the hard way.
And we wanted to make something new, something that really went all in on that part of the fantasy. And so we did kind of a grassroots initiative, or started a little passion project, and that ramped up into eventually what is the game we're going to show you today.
You talk about, you know, your passion for this, your nostalgia for Star Wars flight games of the past.
From Battlefront 2.
How do you
I assume it probably will be. It's got to be something
It's
different.
been interesting. You know, we were trying to kind of pull from that spiritual heritage of many different games in that time period. At the same time, we want to do something that feels fresh and new for fans
or at least
today.
for the most part.
And so what we tried to look at is sort of the
they better
spiritual core
get a better
of what I
flying
think are the
mechanic.
best of the Star Wars
Right,
flight
that would
games
only
of the
make
past.
sense.
And what they did that I love is that they made that part of the universe real. The level of depth and detail that they show in the ships, the way that you control them, is something that I remember fondly from my childhood, and is something that we're trying to do very much with Squadrons. You know, in real life, being a pilot is hard. It takes skill, and that's something that you'll see throughout the game. You know, as you start off playing, it's pretty straightforward, fly around, shoot your lasers. But as you get deeper into it, you start learning how to divert energy from your lasers to your engines, how to shift your shields from the front to the back to cover your butt in a dogfight.
That's kind of like definitely different than Battlefront 2.
You can do really crazy stuff. Like you can boost your engines, fly ahead, cut them off, whip around 180, and shoot a missile off your own tail while drifting backwards. Like real ace pilot
it's
stuff.
like
And that's really where we have a lot of fun.
like
I want to do that. I want to learn how to do that. I
What's-
understand the
what's-
nuts and
what's-
bolts of how to
oh,
play
man.
it. Is there a single player story? Is there a multiplayer mode? What are we getting into?
it's a Corellian drift.
So the game starts
Spin
with
around
a
and shoot it off your
story.
tail.
Takes place a little bit after Return of the Jedi,
couldn't even
and it has
picture what
kind
he
of
was
a
describing.
unique dual perspective approach to it.
Okay, so this
when the game
happens
starts,
after
you're gonna
Return of the
create two
Jedi.
pilots. You create a New Republic pilot and an Imperial pilot, and you're going to alternate between their perspectives mission to mission over the course of the story.
Interesting.
You're going to meet a diverse cast of characters along the way, and also a few familiar faces. Now, when you're done with that story and you've played maybe a bit in the practice range, you say, hey, I want to try multiplayer. We want to make it really easy for you to hop online with your friends and play competitive space battles at that point. And so we've done a lot to try to reduce the barriers, to make it as easy as possible for you to play with your friends. And so I'm happy to say we fully support crossplay.
Yes.
You could be on PS4, Xbox One.
2020.
you could be playing on a physical display
2020
or
has
VR,
been
which,
redeemed.
Fun fact, the entire
2020
game
is the year of
supports VR from beginning to
crossplay.
end.
Like we may have gotten coronavirus
how you're
and
playing, which platform,
unrest, but we got crossplay, so it's not all terrible,
have an awesome space
or it's not all crazy.
Death starred my mind, man. Like I don't. That's.
Did he just say
That
you
is,
Death Starred
the
my
big question.
mind?
When can people actually play it?
Oh no.
Not too long, actually. Star Wars Squadrons is coming out on October 2nd.
All right, that's not too far away.
Not too long at all. I was worried about you. I thought you were going to leave me on a teaser there. You didn't. You actually delivered it. I appreciate that.
On the
The
bottom.
next big ask I have on behalf of everybody watching, I'm sure,
I've
who
only seen
came here
one
for
game
one
that's not
specific
gonna come until
reason,
next year so
can
far.
we see some new gameplay of it? Can we see any gameplay of it?
Show me.
Absolutely. I
Show me.
figured you might want to. On behalf of everyone at Motive
How crazy right.
would it be if you were just like,
Lucasfilm,
no,
I
and then
am very
you moved
happy
on to
to
the
show you
next
the
thing?
world's first look at gameplay of Star Wars Squadrons.
No gameplay
Enjoy.
for you.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
Here we go. Stream had a little bit of lag there.
This better not be all cutscenes advertised as gameplay. I hate that.
Still a threat.
The Xbox got in trouble for that.
Let's make history.
I always love that animation of the coming out of hyperspace, like zoom.
Everything we've
Giant
done
shit.
has led to this. Finish those Vanguard scum.
This
Get
is
some
Star
transports.
Wars Squadrons. Earn
Ooh,
your
medical
way in
frigate.
a single-player story spanning 2 factions.
All stations, fire on that ship.
And master multiplayer battles
Come on,
as a
gameplay,
squadron
where are
of
you?
5. With the option to play the entire game in VR.
Hold on.
This is the definitive
Huh?
Star Wars pilot
HUD
experience.
remove, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, this looks like a removed HUD gameplay.
You'll begin your career in a single-player story
Welcome to Titan Squadron.
where you'll play as 2 combat pilots, flying for both the Empire and the New Republic.
Hope we get to. I assume we get to choose our ship. Yeah.
You'll experience
Because we've seen
this
some
world through your
A-wings and
cockpit.
some X-wings,
The
and oh, there's a
instrumentation in
Y-wing.
front of you provides critical feedback about
couldn't,
power
since we
management,
can in other
targeting,
games.
and shields. With a
But
squadron
that's cool
of
if it
diverse
kind of
characters
builds
on
the
your side,
UI into
prove
the
your
screen
skills on
overlay there.
increasingly challenging missions.
True. I was thinking the HUD was moved, but maybe that's just how it looks all the time. That's really smart.
Welcome to the Nadiri dockyard.
One of my spies has linked the attacks with the New Republic Starhawk project.
The story of the 2 pilots you play
Stick together.
will shape
don't like
the
it not being
balance
third
of
person?
power in the galaxy.
Get ready. Let him have it.
Oh, sorry.
To take the fight online,
I haven't heard the Wilhelm scream yet. It's gotta be coming.
fighters are the most flexible and versatile,
Maybe
able
in one
to
of the
handle any situation.
cinematics in-game.
Interceptors are fast
All right.
and highly maneuverable.
Let's get him.
Ideal for hunting down your opponent's starfighters.
That was kind of fun.
Support ships can keep allies safe and stocked up. As
Oh,
well
nice.
as
So you got a
disrupting
little,
enemy
like you got a
fighters.
healing class almost.
Nice.
Bombers are the heavy hitters, able to deal devastating damage to enemy flagships and starfighters.
But if you've got a preferred component and need something customized, I'll
Ooh,
take care of it.
this is what I'm interested in.
Unlock everything you need to customize your pilot and starfighters.
Oh,
simply
we
by
had old
playing the
pancake
game.
face for a minute.
From cosmetics to an arsenal of over 50 components.
Oh, and they got a
that alter
little
how your ships
Ewok
fly,
bobblehead.
fight, and survive.
I'll deal with it.
You can dramatically change your loadout depending on your squadron's strategy. Finally got him. This will be critical in Star Wars Squadron's multiplayer modes. First up, dogfights. This is an all-out 5v5 battle.
So here,
fine-tune your loadouts to work as a
I
team.
really hope they did a lot of work on like the voiceover chatter in this.
Turrets and mines.
So I really hope that like
Slow down your
the other characters like talk to you when you do something.
for the kill.
sounds like they are.
For teams looking for an even greater challenge,
Yeah, it sounds like they are.
It's time to prove yourself in Star Wars Squadron's signature mode, Fleet Battles. Fleet battles are multi-stage conflicts.
Okay, so like operations.
Or with friends, you'll have the option to compete against other players or AI as a squadron of 5.
Don't worry, I got him for you.
Meet your team in the social
Cool,
hub
so you can
to
go against
solidify
computers if you
strategy,
want.
coordinate loadouts, and
For
prepare
practicing
for
something.
takeoff. First, push the front line by winning the dogfight in the center of the map. Next, attack or defend 2 medium-sized capital ships.
We've lost our capital ship.
This is cool that it kind of shifts from like a TDM to an objective-based
Systems of your
game.
opponent's massive flagship.
I'm gonna be honest, I thought the other one was objective as well, but I guess not.
Got the shield generator in there.
Squadron either pushes the line forward or
I think that's what the little geodesic-looking things are.
your squadron's choice of how
I don't have my Star Wars visual dictionary on me.
speedy, unrelenting assaults,
Stay together, strike quickly.
stealth and subversion,
I love this TP sound effects.
or brutal bombardment.
Oh, you can jam people's radars?
Is it going to be 5v5 though for like this big mode?
A
I think it's a
unified
5v5 in
squadron
Dogman.
is the key
Or
to
Dogfight.
victory.
Taking my attack run now. Let's make this count.
This
So many
is
barrel
Star
rolls.
Wars Squadrons. Join the galaxy's finest and make your mark.
This looks compelling.
VR,
Looks
that's
interesting.
hours of fun.
I want to see some more of it though.
Motion sickness, legit. Because it's first person, it's like, I don't know. Flying, I don't know. I probably would get sick, to be honest, in VR. October 2nd. Chat. There you go.
What's up, everyone? It's your boy Lamar Jackson. I'm excited to be a part of the EA
Sports.
Sports family and to be you guys' new man cover athlete. I can't wait to show you guys what we have in store for you this season. This is EA Sports Next Level.
I don't know the athletes on their phones. They couldn't just get them the phone.
It's like I'm lightning. In that moment, I'm untouchable.
They're always on phones.
Oh, we got FIFA, as the Brits say, FIFA.
This game is the one true love.
Football is football.
Somebody. I never thought I could rise to a level where
It's just me and the keeper.
I really want to see like curling 2020.
Score that goal, and you're a hero.
A history carves your name.
Y'all, sports. I've never seen sports so intense before.
60,000 people.
Singing your song.
I can't live without that feeling.
But the crowd tech looks pretty good.
I feel football in my heart.
Feel it in your hands.
Want to keep on chasing. See the unknown.
Oh, Tom Brady is a buck.
Live to fight again.
I forgot that was a thing.
I want the real thing. I want that sweat dripping, shin splitting, hair raising.
I want to live in the floodlights.
This is an intense trailer, man.
Feel it all.
It's very intense. But it's what we saw, NFL and FIFA.
Yep. It's in the game.
I want to see I want to see the NHL stuff too.
That's a lot to look forward to, but there's more. Here to tell
Oh, I
us
forgot
about the
about
future of gaming is EA's Chief Studio Officer, Laura Miele.
Thanks, Greg, and thanks, Lamar. Welcome to the EA Sports family. There are great things to come from EA Sports for all of you,
Football
and that's
versus
just the beginning.
football.
As you've seen throughout the show today, our electronic artists are working hard to bring you
EA
more of
Sports.
the games that you want to play. Games like Star Wars Squadrons, Apex Legends, and Command & Conquer.
I'm always
These
curious how
games
they
all
advertise to people
exist
that play the sport
because of
games.
you.
Like they don't really tell them
Your
here's
voices
something
are
new.
heard,
They're just
and we
like
are acting
flashy,
on your
flashy
feedback.
sports, and then that's pretty much all they
Now,
get.
we've talked a lot about all the exciting
And they
games
buy
we'll
it,
be
you
playing
know.
this year, but our studios are working even further out, creating new experiences, new stories, new gameplay, all enabled by new console technology. And we're so excited about what's to come, we don't want to wait until next June to share what the teams are working on.
Or what?
Generation shifts are an opportunity to push
It,
beyond
that
the
looked
boundaries
like
of gaming as we know it today.
Battlefield destruction
And this
there
time is
in
no
that
different.
little. Did you
Our
see
studios
that? The
are
building
taking their
collapse?
Crazy ambitious
I did see
ideas
the building
and making them
collapse.
real.
We're gonna have to go back
Criterion
and
is known
check
for
that
how their
out.
games feel. From superior physics to nuanced details of gameplay, this team hand curates the moment-to-moment experience.
Wow.
And with the new consoles this year, there will be a
What
seamless
are they flexing
immersion
right
which
now?
will get you into the race in a matter of seconds.
Next gen. Okay.
BioWare
Current.
imagines and
This looks like
creates
Dragon
worlds
Age.
where you become the hero of your own story. And we're using this next
Mm.
generation of technology to make those fantasy worlds your reality. For every console generation,
Wow,
DICE
that looks so
sets the
pretty.
bar for excellence in audio and visual presentation.
DICE?
We are creating epic battles at a scale and
They do,
fidelity
oh my God.
unlike
DICE
anything
is
you've
freaking
experienced before.
Insane.
At Motive, we are working on a highly ambitious
What?
and
That's
innovative
in-game?
new game that puts the power and creativity in your hands. And it's an experience that would have been impossible without next-gen
game?
technology.
That looked like a
This is just the
Titanfall
beginning
asset.
of the things we are working on, and there is so much more to come. The future of
But
EA
it's DICE,
Studios
right? Not
is
te-
not just
not-
about new
The
technology.
Battlefield one was
about
of the soldiers
Your
fighting in
voices,
the
your
background on
We wanna
some of the
be
other
where you come to
World War
play.
II
We
maps.
wanna make games
I
for
saw that.
everyone.
But that
So please keep
facial
giving us your
technology
feedback.
that we
Let's
saw
build
there,
the
that
future
looked
together.
new.
On behalf of all of our studios, thank you for joining us today.
She said that was
Before we
right,
sign
right?
off,
Like I was with Battlefield.
there's just one more game we would love to share. Cousin Darren, over to you.
What does this mean?
Thank you.
Surprise!
So the moment
Where's
is
the
here.
surprise they were
we
talking
finally
about?
get to say
Skate?
We're back. We're doing it. Skate's happening.
Skate is happening?
We've secretly got together. It's the beginning. The skate evolution continues.
What?
We've been waiting years,
Is this
honestly.
the game that everybody's
Yes,
been screaming about?
this is the
every
one
EA
that
play?
everybody is like, it's never gonna
The
happen.
right idea, and
Wow.
really pleased to say that we're here.
Oh my
It is
God.
really early, but it takes a little while to find Cuz or wake him up.
Dude, harsh. Still, we've got a long way to go, but we're stoked, and this is just the beginning.
And seriously, we really can't wait to bring you guys in and have you be a part of it with us.
We want to thank you for your passion, your patience, and all the support that you've shown, us to get to this point.
The comments.
Patience.
It's amazing. We cannot believe you
They really have much
commented this
patience.
into
We're just-
existence.
I had to
Amazing.
wait.
Skate changed my life. Thank you so much. Skate forever.
Guys, we did it. We brought back Skate. Thank you to EA. Thank
no
you to Cuz.
gameplay.
Thank you to Darren. Thank you to you. Thank you to me. I can't believe that I'm so happy and my heart rate. Is this what exercise feels like? Ladies and gentlemen, I can't believe it. Before we go, because I love you guys, here are the last letters of the secret code. If you think you've got the
Oh
complete
gosh,
code,
this is so
go
sudden,
to
dude.
player.
I suspect it said EA Play
and enter for
Live.
a chance to win one of thousands of
Was it
free
EA Play
games
Live?
I think that's what
by
it was.
Player.gg. You can
I
find
stopped
the
looking at
official
letters,
rules and
I
everything
forgot.
else over at player.gg/EA. Now,
get it, Chop?
this has been an amazing experience, an amazing opportunity for all of us all over the world to come together and celebrate gaming. Thank you for being part of EA Play.
Oh, the letters
Until
behind
next
him.
time,
Duh.
I'll see you
I'm so
online.
stupid.
It's been my pleasure to serve
I
you.
thought those were always there.
All right, so we get another little trailer mashup here at the end. Maybe there'll be a secret in there somewhere. Let's look.
Yeah, maybe. It's your girl. Montage. for the EA originals.
And again, we're going to want some of that Rocket Arena here in a little bit.
There you go, chat. There you go.
That feels...
Play Live 2020.
That feels like kind of a kind of empty 50 minutes right there. I can't believe that it's over already. You know, we always expect to hear more.
Who's talking right now? Oh, this is GameSpot I'm watching. I just realized. Okay.
Then
sorry.
Then what we got here. So there's a couple interesting things I'm going to have to go back and look at, like that collapsing building that we saw for just a split second. It looked kind of like maybe it might have come out of Rotterdam. I'm not entirely sure.
Your eyes were that good?
I just saw it for a second, and I have a very photographic kind of memory that I can just flick back to it. Like, it's one of the reasons, like, I know what things are in games and stuff, and just because I've seen it somewhere before. But I saw it for a second. It looked like it was off Rotterdam, but the destruction was different. So they might be pointing to like maybe an update to Frostbite or something. I don't know. I'm gonna have to check it out. But no, what for my chat here? What did you guys think about what we saw? And Moonlight, what do you think about what we saw?
I was really stoked to hear about the crossplay for the different games, because honestly, like, ball's in every other game's court at this point. There's no point in not having crossplay. Everybody needs to hop on it, so I'm really excited about that. A couple EA originals are coming out that look amazing, and they're always so artsy. They find such talented development teams to work on that. And we're about to talk about Rocket League, so... I'm sorry, Rocket League. Look what I just...
I know, right?
Rocket Arena. I keep calling it Rocket League. I gotta get out of that habit.
Rocket Arena. Like, they even sent us a shirt so that we would know what the name...
Are you wearing it?
I'm wearing my Rocket Arena hat, actually. It's a very comfy hat. I like it.
Oh. I didn't want to put the hat on because it's too big on my head. Well, it's not too big on my head, but, like, those kind of hats don't fit my head right now. I need to wear, like, dad hats.
Dad
I have the shirt in my
hats.
room. I might run and grab.
Just like
the
the
ones that
kind
have, like,
you
the
buy
bills
at
that
a
bend.
cheap gas station?
No. Oh my god, no. The bill like bends and it's thinner, so it's not a full like formed shape. It's more curved to your head.
Okay.
Which I like. I like those better.
Well, I really liked what we saw from the Star Wars Squadrons. There's a lot of interesting stuff in there. I'm really interested to see all of the kind of, like, this is your character and this is your ship and these are the different things that you can do to it. And I'm really excited to see how this gameplay mechanic is going to work, where like you balance the shields and the power and like where you're sending it and all of this other stuff. I think that'll be really, really interesting. That at least to me says like, hey, there's room for skill set, and there's a skill ceiling there. And, some people are going to take this to like the absolute bonkers level and they're just going to be amazing with it. But it would be real interesting to see if it's a really strong mechanically flight system, if that makes its way into some other EA games, because I know a lot of people weren't super happy with the way airplanes worked in the last Battlefield. So maybe there's some stuff that'll carry over there, or somebody will say, I really like this, it should do that. So you might have that. But Squadrons looked really good. Is that
your most anticipated title?
Out of what we saw, I would say probably.
Okay.
I know everybody is like really into Skate, and I know that's huge for a lot of people. Probably not for some of the younger audience, because they don't remember like Skate 3.
Yeah,
but
still got some young skaters out there, aspiring.
For me, I would say the Star Wars one is probably the big ticket one. I still think Freeman is low key leaking that the next model Battlefield is going to be modern with that desktop he had on his computer there.
Are you hopeful of it being modern? Because I'm actually not.
I think that it'll either be modern or future. Those are my two guesses.
I want it to be future.
Future would be interesting. I think it'd be a good way to kind of shake some of the stuff that they've had with Battlefield 5. It'd be a really big change to go quite a ways away, which could be good for the franchise. I don't know. But that's where I'm at with that. The other thing that I am excited about, admittedly, is Rocket Arena, which we are going to look at here in a little bit. We were, and I don't think most of the audience is privy to this, right? But we were invited to a playtest capture. So we got to check that out and actually play for several hours. We got to try several different game modes out there. So there was like one that was basically a TDM style, match, and it was just take out as many players as you can, leading up to a certain score. There was then a treasure chest mode, which is kind of like war pigeons in a way. If you think back to Battlefield, you have to go capture this thing and hold on to it. You get points for holding on to it. And there's other little coins you can capture and that kind of thing. And then there was also, I don't remember if it was actually called Rocket Ball or what it was called.
It was called Rocket Ball.
Was it? That game mode was fun.
Yeah, it's funny because that mode had a level that I felt was too easy for people to just throw the ball in right after it spawned. But the other one, the underwater level, was something that I thought worked really well because it was kind of like an offset from the goals.
Yeah, it kind of had like an L shape to it.
Yeah. I was thinking kind of like a LV, the same thing. A V is an L on its side, kind of.
I guess, yeah. Yeah, it was just the same way of looking, a different way of looking at the same thing.
Exactly.
But you want to hop off to your folks, and I'll
yes.
hop off to
Thank
mine,
you for
and we'll
doing this with me.
Split here. Thank you for hanging out with me as well. And those of you who are in my chat, at Moonlight Wolf on Twitter and on Mixer, yes, because you're big onto Mixer.
I'm Moonlight Wolf Pro on Twitter. Some inactive account has my name.
It's a bummer.
Yeah.
Well, either way, definitely make sure to check her out.
Thank you. And Mods, I'm actually gonna give you guys some links to put in the chat to shout him out as well. But again, this is my friend Flak Gaming. I think you have the same across Twitter and YouTube as well, right? So that'll be easy for me.
Honestly, I don't remember, but I'll post a link in my chat. We'll go from there.
Okay. All right. Have a good one, Flak.
You too. I will talk to you later.
Alrighty. Bye.
Bye. All right, so I said we were going to check out some Rocket Arena. I do have some clips to show you guys there. No Battlefield, no money to EA. I can relate to that. I am definitely bummed that we don't have anything new Battlefield to look at. I'm going to send you guys a link here real quick to Moonlight Wolf's channels so you can check that out. In the meantime, I am going to get things pulled up for Rocket Arena. And again, thank you guys for hanging out for EA Play. It was wonderful. We had up to like 250 people or something in here. And that is huge for me because I don't stream all that often. In case you guys missed it, I did do that. It was a Twitch Rivals tournament the other day. For Rainbow Six Siege, and we got technically second place. We got to the finals, and then we lost it in the finals. It was partially my fault, but I'm a noob, So it was pretty cool. But we actually won some money out of that. So I'll actually have a little bit of stuff that I can use to upgrade the stream and change some things and do all kinds of fun stuff. So head over 350. Wow, that's bonkers right there. All right, let me pull up some of the Rocket Arena stuff here. I'm gonna have to locate it. Dun, 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 dun. To figure out if it's under desktop. All right, so I do have a neat little video here that is just of the highlights. So I'm gonna pop over to my beautiful desktop here. Still got Battlefield 5 on my desktop. And we're gonna get this pulled up. And this is just basically 12 minutes of highlights. So you're gonna see a few of those different game modes in there. And in the meantime, I'm gonna pull up some footage of complete games, which you'll be able to then check out. So we're going to look at some of that, and then we'll round out the stream, and
1. Score the rocket ball.
we can see we got to wait for the rocket ball to spawn. We have to go and try and pick it up.
You have the ball.
I got it right before
Nice.
getting knocked out of the arena there. It's pretty exciting.
I was having trouble.
You have to also defend the goal. So you're trying to smack the smack the ball away from your own goal.
Ball taken.
And this, I actually played it on mouse and keyboard, which made it terribly difficult for me. You're trying to keep them off of the goal there.
Ball reset. Ball taken.
And you can save yourself from falling if you shoot the ground. So, it's definitely a little bit crazier. I did get it in the hoop there.
Opponent ball. Opponent ball.
You can see a couple of the different maps. So each map is themed around a particular character, so they take place on a character's home worlds. The ball mode was super fun. Actually had a really good time with it. And it does, you know, I see a lot of comparisons to Overwatch, but certainly you can see that it's not as tactical necessarily as Overwatch is. This one is a lot faster paced. It was a good time. Each character has a primary ability, a secondary ability, and then like a special. So I just got smacked by the special of Rev there. You can slide into people and then smack them with your hoverboard, and it looks pretty cool. This is a match we were playing with Doom 49, and he is really difficult to play against in this particular game mode here. I went for it. I don't think I make it. No, I got pretty close at that shot. She does kind of look like Barbie, you know? I can see that. And so this is the TDM kind of game mode here, where you're just trying to knock out the other players, and so you do damage to them until they get the kind of candy cane bar there, and then they need another good hit to knock them out of the map. Hey, Daniels. I don't think I do too good at that one. I get knocked out in a second. But one of the keys between all of these different characters, if you're paying attention, you know, you'll notice this. If not, otherwise you might assume that they're all the same. All of their rockets and projectiles have different behaviors. You can see this guy who's Blastbeard, he kind of lobs everything. Whereas Rev has fast-firing, weaker rockets, you know, all that other kind of stuff. And there are other little pickups you can get, so you can see that I had a trip mine ready. And then you can save yourself by shooting the ground there.
Took the lead. Opponents nearing victory.
We had a comment about showing originality. Like, this is actually pretty original. Like, you might look at the art style and say, oh, it's just like Overwatch. The gameplay is totally different.
Took the lead.
And I tell you what, playing against some people on here who were really good with mouse and keyboard, that was painful for me. I had to play with a team of like Jehovah and like 2 other pro people. We were just kind of randomly matched, and I drew this short and was big time. And I got really close to getting knocked out there, and then got knocked out anyway in a second. But we got our butts handed to us. We lost like 1-20. So it does get pretty sweaty if you want it to get pretty sweaty. You look the way I expected you to. What does that mean? And this guy, his primary is like a shotgun blast, and his secondary is like a sniper rifle. So you got a lot of different characters with different abilities on there. And then if you die, you just go up around the map and you come back down again. So there's no like respawn screen. You can't switch characters mid-match. So you kind of got to go with what you got. So there is some kind of tactics involved with that. You also got other characters who are really good at particular things. So Blastbeard, who's the pirate guy, he has a special ability that like pushes everybody away from around him, and so he's really useful on the rocket ball maps where somebody's getting close to the goal. You know, he can trigger that ability and bounce them all away from it. That's that ability there, the big red sphere. You got objects like a trip mine, which I just laid down there.
Took the lead.
And this is the treasure chest mode that I was talking about. So as you hold the treasure chest, you gain coins, and then there's also a collect the coins moment where you can collect some and kind of make up some if your team lost the treasure chest holding session.
Coin round complete. Treasure round. Hold the treasure chest.
It does have a little bit of an arcadey feel in some ways, certainly, but I mean it's like crazy and fun.
Treasure chest. Round complete.
And if it's crossplay, then certainly that's something to be excited about. So.
Teammate treasure chest.
And he has a special ability that like pushes himself backwards and also shoves away somebody else. And you can see my inexperience with mouse and keyboard comes back to bite me a couple of times.
Chest reset. Teammate treasure chest.
One thing on the kind of team TDM modes, you got to stick together. We only got a couple more minutes of this highlight reel here, and actually I'm only going to call the stream at that. Trying to get the kid to sleep right now, so I need to be quiet. So we're going to have to end it a little bit earlier than maybe I thought we would. I get really close to getting knocked out with this. So.
Chest drop. Opponent treasure chest.
There's also in this map, there's a train that goes through and it will damage you, so don't get hit by it.
Chest drop. Teammate treasure chest.
Will, you gonna head out? Alright, dude, we'll see you. Thanks again for hanging out here today. It was really nice to watch everything with you guys. I wish we had more to talk about. I wish we had Battlefield. Wish we had Battlefield stuff. Some of the characters here, if you actually inspect them and spin the inspection wheel too much, they like fall over. Which I thought was a nice touch. But they were pretty fun characters.
Is anyone else getting seasick?
So you got a lot of personality in that game. So I hope you guys did enjoy that. Hopefully you get to check it out a little bit more in the future. Or at least you can look at it and say, oh, maybe that's interesting. You know, if it doesn't appeal to you, obviously that's cool too. But yeah, I'm gonna have to hop out of here. I gotta help get the kid ready for bed, and by help I mean be quiet, because if I don't, I'm gonna get yelled at. But it was awesome to have you guys here today. Thank you very much for hanging out. Hopefully we'll see some new Battlefield stuff here some point in the future. We still don't know anything. The EA Battlefield people don't know anything. A lot of people that say, you know, oh, they know stuff, but they can't talk about it. Like, we really don't know anything. Like, if I knew something, I would find a way to talk around it. But we have not been told anything. Even the end of content for Battlefield 5 was a total surprise to us. So, unfortunately, we don't know anything about that, or when we're going to see something or whatever. But I really hope it's sometime soon, because I would personally love to know what they're doing, and to also give them some feedback from you guys, based on, you know, what you guys are talking about with Battlefield 5, what needs to change, what needs to be there in the next game. I read all the YouTube comments, so I'm always paying attention to those kind of things. But I'm going to hop off of here. Thank you guys for hanging out. Again, really appreciate it. Make sure you hit subscribe, tap the bell. If you can enable notifications, that would be super helpful for me. But otherwise, I got a couple videos coming up here. I got highlights from that Siege tournament going to be coming up. So maybe I'll do a mustache care video. I don't know. We'll have to see about that. But I'm going to sign off. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one, all right?